All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for our Saturday morning huddle. This is going to be a little bit of a different huddle today. I am so excited to present to you guys Robert Merkle. He is our Germany, kind of like the managing director over there. I am so excited for him to share information about our upcoming global expansion into Germany. I want each of you to dream a little bit today. I want you to have a very open mind of all the possibilities that your future can hold with the global expansion, not only into Germany, but other countries that Arbonne's in and going into. Now, some of you may be like me. I was born and raised right here in Oklahoma. I have roots here, and I have never lived anywhere else. I don't have family anywhere else, nothing. But here's the deal. You may not feel like you know someone in Germany, but I'm going to encourage you to network your network. In other words, ask people around you if they have contacts in Germany. You know, I made one little Facebook post about who's in Germany, and I got all of my friends telling me who was in Germany, that they knew their family members, all of that. I was blown away. It could be your very next door neighbor came from Germany. You just don't know until you start asking and networking, because this is going to be a big opportunity for your business to go global. So with that, Robert, thank you so much for being with us today and sharing what you know about Germany and kind of filling us in as to the details so that we can get ready and be prepared for this amazing expansion. We're excited.
Well, thanks, Tammy. Thanks, team, for having me. I think this really is exciting times ahead, and Germany is a large country. Maybe some facts there. You might not happen to know that. As in the direct sales industry, Germany is number 4. So not in Europe, but worldwide. We're the 4th largest direct sales market, by far the largest in Europe. So there's Germany, and then take some time, and then the other countries come. So there's a lot of potential out there. In the meantime, we are a very international country. So there's a lot of people having a lot of international ties and are open to that. And I think in the past, we loved America more as a country than we do now, but we still love California. So talking about Californian products, a Californian company, I'm sorry, I know this is a call in Kansas, is it? So might be a little rude to say that, but everything Californian is great in Germany, and people resonate very well with that, and they like it. So all you know is that we're launching this year. So the full launch will be probably 3rd or 4th quarter this year. We haven't set a date yet, and that might seem to be a little strange, because normally you would set a date and then you would work towards a date. We haven't done that deliberately, because it's a very competitive market as to the companies and also to the cosmetic industry. So that's quite strong journey, especially green cosmetics are very strong here. So we're not the first one to come with that idea. We all of a sudden will have to compete with quite some companies and quite some products out there. Do we have to be afraid of that? No, not at all, because with our vegan product, with our strong Swiss heritage, with the way we formulate, with our strong story, we have all the opportunities and all the chances, and people will really love our culture. I've been being embraced so much by it, and I really love it. And I'm sure that the Germans will love it a lot. It's straightforward, it's open, it's friendly, it's family friendly, it's clean. So there's so many good things in our Arbonne culture that will resonate very well with the German market. So what we did to help you with getting warmed up is the so-called soft launch. And the soft launch, that is something new. So Arbonne hasn't done that before. This is a totally new way of opening up a market. Soft launch means that we actually doing something that Peter Morg suggested in the way he wanted to do business, because he said, people need to fall in love with the product first. They need that product experience and that product appreciation. And after that comes the opportunity. So that's exactly the road we're taking into Germany. We will make sure that people have products in their hands. And now one could have said, you might want to say, well, we could have done that, and we could have just made samples available so you could send samples out. We have decided against that. I think it's better for a person to have a full-size product in their hands. So the so-called Advantage client, a client that you can sign up as soon as we hit the button for soft launch, will be able to choose from 33 SKUs. That will be basically our hero products. So the RE9 range, body RE9 range, RE9 women's ASVP with a discount of 40%. There will be the RE9 men's range. There will be our amazing spa products. We'll have two cosmetic products, the makeup primer and what is it called? The nice, beautiful black. Yeah, well, you know what you know what I'm talking about. I'm just missing the word. So two makeup products, and that will be the products that will be available for those Advantage clients. They can sign up for free, so they don't pay a sign-up fee. And they have an instant discount of 20% as long as they are Advantage client. As soon as we fully launch, they have the opportunity to choose either to stay Advantage client. They could stay that for another year with the same benefits. They could change into a preferred client with all the preferred client benefits, which are more than just being Advantage client, or they could choose to become an independent consultant. And here's an important thing. The genealogy of where they're supposed to sit in the downline will be able to figure that out at full launch. And their change at full launch in the first 2 months will be free of charge, as will people signing up will be free of charge. So they'll have an opportunity to start their businesses. So a very often asked question is, so what do I do if I've been quite successful? I've found an Advantage client that really loves our products and is talking to all his friends about it. And she wants to become an IC because she knows she wants to build a business herself. And what will we do with those ACs? I'll just give you an example. So if Tammy, for example, asked me, and I would be an Advantage client, and I would love the products as I do, and I would talk to my wife and talk to my friends, and they would say, well, I want to be an Advantage client too, because I want to buy with a discount of 20%. Then I would say, okay, great, just go to Tammy. She can sign you up as Advantage client for the time being. You can use the products, you can have the benefits, you'll have the shipping to you, all the benefits that an Advantage client has. And as soon as we hit the button for full launch, I would make sure that all of my friends would be in my downline, and obviously also in Tammy's downline, but that the right genealogy then would be restored. So that's an important thing to know. Even though we're not focusing on building at the moment, we're really focusing on getting products into people's hands to make them talk about the products, so that we have a lot of testimonials and a warmed up market. That would be the way we would work it as soon as we would have would go into full launch mode. What else is there? Oh, well, a date. I know that there is kind of a date rumoring around as kind of official soft launch date. I've heard something of 1st of March. That is something that's a myth. It's not this date is not confirmed. There is no confirmed date for the soft launch yet. All we say is March, April. Most likely, my impression at the moment, it will be March. But as soon as we will know, we will update you. Another question that is asked quite often, so what kind of material do we have available at soft launch and later at full launch? Talking full launch, you have all the prospecting materials, including samples and things that you need to build a business. At soft launch, we focus on the products we have. So with the products, you have meet the product sheets, and I'm talking about German meet the product sheets. So we have German meet the product sheets so that people can understand what the products are all about. We have, for example, an ASVP flyer in German to explain what the benefit of that set is. We have the German shopping website. So that's pretty much like it is for you today. If you would have a client in Canada, in the United States, or in Poland or Taiwan, they would be on your site. They would be clicking that country. In the case for Germany, they would be clicking the German symbol, would go for Germany, and then all the available German products will be there on the web store with the explanations and with the prices, so that German people can buy in a German shopping experience. I think that's important to know. We will have a German-speaking customer service by the time we have the soft launch. So all the queries and questions that might come with products, shipping, or questions regarding being an Advantage client will be answered by a proper trained Arbon German-speaking consultant in our to take care of them and their questions. Also, we're here on the ground to support and help. So, and that's what I'm anticipating. There will be a lot of people, so there will be a lot of questions, and we'll sort that out and help with that. That's kind of highlighting and explaining what the Advantage client is all about, what soft launch means. Maybe couple of ideas about Germany and what you might have heard or not have heard. Germans are quite straightforward. That might be considered to be rude, but it's not intended to be rude. They're quite direct in a way that they say what they think. They might not always seem overly excited. Well, we're known to be kind of the grim people in the world. Well, you'll also meet very open and friendly Germans and laughing Germans, but mostly they will be more reserved, they will be more careful, they will like the Arbon culture, but they are not, especially not in the beginning, they will not be overly excited, so don't expect them to be overjoyful and overexcited, and also in their verbiage, they will be lower and slower and more direct there and more careful. And that's normal. That's just normal. That's the way they are. Even though they're not smiling all the time, they will like the product and would use it and buy it. So that shouldn't put you off addressing them or approaching them. As to the language, I would think that most of them will at least understand English and will understand it quite well. A lot of them will talk English. And some, even if they're not so proper in it, they will give it a try, because we speak languages, we're trained in it. That's the way we see the world. We know that with German you cannot get around, so we're used to, even though we have a lot of German speaking people in Europe, we know that we need to speak other languages. So people are open for that. The younger they are from their education and the way English is trained, and I didn't want this to sound disrespectful, but the easier it will be for you to speak English with them, because nowadays they're really fluent when they have a normal level of schooling, because they are trained in speaking the language rather than just reading and understanding it. So that much for German. As to promises, in one way Germans are direct, and in another way we expect what we've been told. So if you promise something, make sure you follow through, otherwise you'll lose the trust of that person. So don't promise things you cannot do because you're excited or because you just want to make it bigger as it is. I don't know. Make sure keep the promises you make, because your word will be taken for granted. So, for example, I know a lot of Americans, I have a lot of American friends, they sometimes invite you over and say, well, you just come and visit us and anytime and whatever. So me as a German person, for me that said anytime. So I set a date, I come, and you will be happy to have me. That's the kind of way we see things. So we take them as they're said. There's some more cultural advice, smaller ones. You go to the source and you find all the information there. As all the information that I've shared today is found on the source. Sometimes people are having a hard time finding it. The easiest way to access all the information about Germany is to just type Germany into the source, and you get all the documents involved with Germany. That will be the video about us coming. It will be the Maui update with all the informations that were shared there about the soft launch. We are working on some more documents like frequently asked questions and some more guidance and tips there. So all that is found on the source. And if you don't find it and you have a question and you need answers, well, then just address us. That's what we're here for, and we're more than happy to answer questions. Just make sure that you remember that it's not always the same time. So sometimes we have a night in between. We're as quick as possible, but sometimes there's just a night in between. And also Germans use nights to sleep. So we answer questions then in the morning again. Maybe that much about a little bit about the culture. Tammy already said, go look for people. Where can you find people? So one top tip or a piece of advice that I would like to offer is, at this stage, if you don't have too many direct German contacts yet in the country, rather than hunting down Germans, I would go and look for people that have German contacts, because that gives you more impact for soft launch and also for full launch. Where could you find those people? I don't know, but we over here have a lot of ethnicity clubs, so clubs where people from a country meet. So probably have German societies, German clubs, German newspapers, expat German organizations and things like that in the States. That's the place, if I were in your shoes, that's where I would go to and try to find people. They have their own newspapers, organs, websites, meetings, and I'm sure going there, making contacts there, you'll meet a lot of people, and in some way or the other, that will be a good opportunity. Also, signing someone up there, you can have them right away as an independent consultant, and that independent consultant again obviously will have a lot of contacts in Germany and can sign their German friends and colleagues up as Advantage clients. So you're building a larger net of Advantage clients going that way, and it's also doing something for your business right now. So you're growing your business also in the market you're in. Other than that, except for the excitement we all share, there's not too much I could really share or tell you at the moment. But maybe there's questions that still haven't been answered, or pieces of advice. We're happy to answer those.
Robert, there is a question in the chat. It says, will it be in German and in English on the product, or just German?
It will be in German, and I think it will also be in English, and I think it will also be in Polish. So the labeling for products sent to Germany as they go through our European distribution center will probably have the 3 languages. And in any way, they have German language on there. That's why it's so important to not send samples or other products, because for one, we're not through with the registration of all products yet. You see, there's no nutrition products in there. Germany has very high standards on nutrition. They're very strict on that. So we're still working on that, and it will be endangering the process of registering if you would send out of excitement fizz or other products out. because they're so good and they should have them right away. Just wait till we have full launch there. The products out there will have a proper German labeling. They will also have labeling regarding, and that's something new. The US products do not have that. We call it der grüne Punkt. It's the green dot. The green dot is a recycling symbol. That means that all packaging can be recycled. So Arbon is going to pay for that. And then Germans will not throw that in the garbage, but paper will go to paper collection and the plastic will go to special plastic collection points where it is upcycled or recycled. So we are part of that. So that's why it's so important to have German products for German people in their hands with soft launch.
Great. Robert, when we go on the full launch, do you know right now where we're going to actually have the different Discover Arbons in Germany? I had heard we were going to do a road show and hit a lot of different cities, but do you happen to know what cities those are?
No, we do not know that yet.
Okay.
We decided to wait and see where the soft launch will bring us, because we will certainly see where the hotspots are. I have an idea where they could be. They'll probably be the larger cities or the metropolises in Germany. And obviously we cannot go to all of them, but we'll have to pick some of those, probably in the north, south, and somewhere in the middle. But with a soft launch, and that's why it's such a great idea, that will really show us where most people are, and that's where we most likely would go. So we haven't decided on that yet.
That's an incredible strategy. That's awesome. All right, Katarina Dirk, would you like to ask some questions? She's commented that she'd like to.
Oh, good.
Hey, good morning, Robert.
Hey. Good morning.
Hey, I'm Katarina. I'm originally from Germany. I've been here for 8 years now, and I think I already messaged you about the BDHI certification. But I have a few questions. Do we have a 45-day money-back guarantee with the products in Germany?
Yeah, we will have that, and we also have that at soft launch, because that's part of our core way of dealing with customers.
Okay, and do you have an idea how much time you will have when you all decide to do the full launch? Will we have enough time to get prepared? And we Germans, we like to be prepared. We like to do lists and we like to plan, and we're always on time. So in order for us to get vacation here and go to Germany and be with the people and get them launched, will there be enough time for us?
I would reckon that there will be. From the timeline side, second quarter we will set up a task force that will prepare, and that in that task force there will be national vice presidents that are very experienced, and we haven't chosen them yet, that will be very experienced in launching other markets, and I'm sure that they will make sure that we will know a long time ahead, so that everyone can plan their schedules and plan going to Germany. Yeah.
Okay. One more question.
I cannot exactly tell you how many weeks or month before we would know, but it will be. So we will not say, okay, we're doing that tomorrow. No.
Okay.
We certainly will give you time to prepare.
Okay. One more question. What do you recommend? How much can we talk about the business right now? I know that we Germans, like you said, we don't like to be pushed, right? We need to get to know things first. So what do you think would be a smart way to let them know about the business, but let them know, this is, get to know the products first, but the business is coming? What do you recommend?
Mm-hmm. It's pretty much the way you just said it. Start with the product, make them aware. Most likely people will have some kind of a link or bond to you, so you can talk about your business, how you are doing that, and what you are doing. I think that would resonate quite well with Germans, not to tell them what they have to do and that it's the right business for them, but rather telling them this might not be a business for everyone. I liked it. I have a few people that I know that are doing blah X, Y, Z with it. They are that successful, or they do it because of their family situation or whatever. rather giving examples. I would kind of highlight that the business opportunity will come into Germany also by the end of the year, that they should enjoy the products. And if they want to have a look at what the business could look like or what is behind the business, I would kind of direct them to the website and give them the opportunity to do some looking themselves, and they will come up with questions, and you will answer the questions as they come. I think that would be a very smooth and soft way of doing it. Except you have people that really go for the business and they really want to do the business, then you would give them some more information. But as you said, the two-phased approach is the best approach for Germany here. Go with the product. Once they love the product and they see that there's more in it than just the product, that it could also help them transform their lives and the life of their families, and help them make dreams come true, then that would be the right time to tell them.
Okay, awesome. Dankeschön, Robert.
Sehr gerne.
You had mentioned, Robert, that of course we don't have healthy living right now, nutrition. Is that something for the future? Are we going to be expanding the products that we can do in Germany later on?
Yeah, at full launch. So don't expect it to come with a soft launch. I know this is a wish of many, and also one of the myths and rumors that is around with that soft launch, just to wait and they will add new products every week or every month. I don't think that's going to happen. At full launch, we'll have the full advantage of the products, the nutrition line. I don't think we will have every single product, because some of them are just so good that they're not allowed in Germany. I mean that very seriously, because we're a very strong pharmaceutical industry that is very watchful, that if things that are not pharmaceutical, if they're too healthy, then they most likely will make sure that we won't have them. So the legislation is so strong that we cannot have them. Most what you need for 30 days to healthy living will be available. Also everything that you need for sports. So I think 90% of the nutrition products will be available in Germany, and it has been asked about quite a lot. Germany is just at the moment, people are getting fitter and fitter. Weight loss always is a big issue here. People are really going to the gyms, kind of like the Scandinavians at the moment, that people really go working out. The gym industry is really booming at the moment. So people are very aware of wanting to do something for the body, and they will love vegan products, as they have been told that a lot of the other products aren't so good. So that will work quite well. And I think that 30 days to healthy living will be a great way to enter the German market at full launch and build teams. I'm sure that will really work well.
Wonderful.
Might even be stronger. It might even be stronger than decorative cosmetics. I think that might even be stronger.
Perfect. So Robert, go ahead. Does someone have a question? I heard.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so right now, Robert, we just actually gather our contacts to their Germany friends. And then when we do the soft launch, we're able to send samples at that time, right?
No.
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 Okay. I knew I wasn't understanding this.
Yeah. I'm sure I didn't explain it right, so that's why you didn't get that point. The idea is that Germans should have full-size products in their hands. So if you go and just to explain that, and that's a little background. If you go and produce samples with the labeling, that's so expensive in the amount you would do that just doesn't make sense for a company. Also, for the consumer, it makes more sense to have the experience of a full-size product in their hands. It's that whole touch and feel. How does it look like if it's in my bathroom? You kind of invite the products into your house and they're already there. Also, it has some benefits to come with it. The Advantage client has a 20% discount on the product. So they have a very good price on our very high-class products. The second thing is you earn commission right away. If you buy a sample, it's paid by you. You'll have no commission, you have to send it out, which costs money, and then the customer just has, or your prospect just has a small size sample of something. Here you have the opportunity with full like a preferred client discount for that Advantage client. He has a full size product, and you also have the commission on that. So it's a win-win for both, and it's easier because you don't have to send anything over which might be lost in the mail or which isn't declarated right and will be sent back. We'll just go through the European warehouse. You know that they will have it in their hands, and it will arrive at them safely, and it will be an Arbon packaging. So it will be a whole Arbon experience for them. That's why I really like the idea, because it's a win-win for everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Plus the 45 money back guarantee is for that.
Exactly. So there's no risk involved.
Okay, so Barbara asked, is it a 20% discount on products and a 40% on ASVPs?
Exactly. Yeah, 20% discount on the products, and our RE9 ASVP that we have has a 40% discount. Other than that, there are no other benefits except for we have a very competitive shipping rate of $5.95 for a flat rate. And once you've ordered, I think the amount is 135 euros, then you have free shipping. So that is a very competitive shipping rate for a direct sales company in Germany.
Perfect. That's great. Okay.
And as to payment methods, maybe that's interesting because we push very hard to have PayPal. So we will be the first market with PayPal as payment option. They can pay with credit cards and they can pay with bank transfer. In the documents, you will see it being called SEPA bank transfer. SEPA is that single European currency market thing. It has to do with the euro. It's just a bank withdrawal option. So we have all the necessary options for anyone in Germany to buy the product.
Great. Any other questions? Trying to see if there's any others in the chat. It looks like we're pretty good there. Great.
Robert,
yeah.
One more question. We will be formulated just as we are in other countries, safe, pure, safe, and beneficial, correct? We are vegan. We're going to be cruelty-free. We're not going to test on animals. That's a really, really big point that I have people asking me. So we're going to be just as good as we are here or even better, correct?
Absolutely. So we will have the vegan sign. Our products will be vegan, gluten-free. We'll have the kosher sign on there. And we're even looking for, if that is necessary for the market, to have some kind of a German labeling as to cosmetics. We're looking into that too at the moment. If it's necessary, if we need it, the products will have the same high quality and the same pure, safe, and beneficial as it is in the States. Yeah.
Perfect.
Great. Thank you, Robert.
You're welcome.
Robert?
Yeah.
This is Chris Hofnagel. I have a question. Do you see any kind of hesitation, or do you predict any kind of hesitation from future customers to buy full products right off without having tried it?
No, actually I don't, because probably the first Advantage clients out there will be people that in some way you've already had contact to. So what I've been told, it's people that have been in the States or in other urban countries that have already seen products, tried products, or trust you. And I don't think that there will be a hesitation. If people are open to look for it and are open to change their skincare products, they will be open for our products. Okay. Having said that, depending on the person, it could be that someone that already has their skin regimen and is very happy with it will not all of a sudden change that just because someone strange will approach them and tell them that this is the best product on the market and they should try it. So they might be cautious with that, but if they have tried, and my tip here always is, if you would be in a conversation with someone that is not a close friend, but is open to listen to you and open to find out about Arbonne, they have their skin regimen and are hesitant to find out if there's a product within their regimen that they are not using at present. And then they could use an Arbonne product for that. For example, if they don't use an eye cream or a neck cream or anything like that, they could use an Arbonne product, and they would get familiar with the Arbonne quality, and they most likely would want to change to others too. And once you have them as a customer and believing in the product, they're really loyal skincare customers. So winning skincare customers might take a little effort, but it's really worth the price, because once you have them, they're long-lasting customers. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, it does. Thank you so much.
Oh, good.
Robert, it sounds very strategic that the products that we're launching in Germany are going to be gateways for us to open up new products for, I mean, once you fall in love with RE9, obviously you're going to fall in love with the whole culture of Arbonne and the ingredient policy, and want to have a gateway to other products that Arbonne offers. So I think that's very strategic. Very good.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so guys, I think we're, I'm going to go ahead and say a couple of last comments real quick. I'm going to make sure we don't have any other questions in the chat. We do not. So I'm going to wrap this call up and tell you a couple of calls to action that I think are very, very important as we get ready for this global expansion in Germany. The number one call to action is for each and every one of us to continue to work on our own success story right where our feet are planted. There is no better thing that you can do for your business in launching and trying to get other people to follow you than for you to have a success story. So I put it this way. If I was looking at Arbonne, and Carlita Nelson would have been one toe in, one toe out, never really dependable, I would have never joined. Successful people want to follow successful people. Successful-minded people want to follow people who know where they're going. Successful-minded people want to follow people who can get them to the same location that they want to go. So we have to really, really work hard on trying to get our own success story created. And that's the number one success tip I can give you, because as we enter into this unknown territory, people are going to ask you, so what have you done? What have you achieved? What has Arbonne done for you? And if you can actually respond with, I'm at this level and this is what Arbonne's done for me, and you have your story, that's going to connect your heart to that person's heart faster than anything. And they're going to actually give you the type of respect and acknowledgement of what you've done, so that they understand that they can do it too. So success story, create your own success story. The second thing that I would tell you as a call to action is network your network. Right where your feet are planted, there are people probably within, a 5-minute radius of you that know people in Germany, or they actually were born there, or their family is still there. So really network your network. Find out who you know who knows people, because those relationships, nothing is more different. Everything is the same. The Pater-Mort culture is relationships, okay? So having someone send you a referral that has a relationship with someone in Germany is going to speak volumes. So that is always going to stay the same. So networking your network. Robert gave us a really big tip today that I had not even thought of, and that is finding out in your area where the Germany organizations are and start building relationships with those people right here in the U.S. because they will be connectors in your business. They're going to connect you. They may want to do the business too, actually. They may be a new business builder, but they're going to connect you to somebody in Germany. And I love that Vicki just wrote across the screen, speak with confidence and beliefs. Confidence and belief have a sound. Again, people want to know that you know what you're doing. So speak with confidence and belief. And then the third call to action that I'm going to share with all of you is this. In our nation, we have created a Nations Germany Facebook wall. We are going to actually keep that very energetic. And after my time with you, Robert, today, I really have a very clear vision of what we're going to be doing on that nation's Facebook wall for our Germany contacts. We're going to paint the vision of culture. We're going to put videos and YouTubes of us in Maui and at GTC and just really show them what Arbonne is all about. But we're also going to show the before and afters of products, and we're going to build upon the product side so that they fall in love with both the products and the culture of Arbonne. And then when we go full launch, we'll be actually sharing more about the business and so forth. But we're going to show them who Arbonne is and why they would probably want to be a part of this amazing company. So with our nation's Facebook wall, this is what I'm asking each of you to do. First and foremost, if you have not requested to be a part of that group, please let me know that you want to be a part of that Facebook group. Secondly, I want you to reach out to those contacts that you do have in Germany and ask them if you can add them. Tell them the story of us going global, and you'd love for them to get information. We're going to have a soft launch in March or April, and we want them to hear and see what we're doing. Add your Germany contacts, and then ask your Germany contact, do you have anybody that you know that would be interested in great healthy products and so forth? Can we add them? If you add one of your contacts, I will send you a gift. I mean, reward people for their referrals. Why? Because you can get one Germany contact in our Facebook wall, and then guess what? That Germany contact can add 5 more. And then what are you doing? You're just building a huge network of people that's learning about Arbonne over this period of time before we build up to our soft launch. So I'm super excited. Today, Katarina is going to translate for me. I'm going to go on once a week on this nation's Germany Facebook wall and tell a story. I'm really going to sell the stories of Arbonne, and we're going to tell the story, and she's going to translate. We're going to probably do that around the noon hour today, and we're going to do that once a week just to stay in front of them. And then in the meantime, I'm going to really hum it up with a lot of fun culture type things. I'm going to find some Peter Mork videos and show them who our founder was, what his vision was, and we're going to just really take over the country, Robert. You can see that the Clinton Nation is going to be one of your BFFs. We're going to adopt you.
Great.
So,
looking forward to that.
I know. We're excited about the partnership, Robert, that we're going to have with you in leading the way. And we've got your contact information. Certainly, I'll reach out to you if I feel we need some more help or guidance.
Yeah.
But thank you for your time today. I feel like this was very effective, and I have a much clearer vision, actually. I had a vision in Maui, because they shared some of this with us. But just talking to you, Robert, I just have a whole new kind of look at what we need to be doing now. So thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Great.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Love you all so much. Live, love, give, and think abundantly. Let's go global, girls. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.